Okay, hi everybody. I just wanted to welcome everybody who couldn't attend our meeting on Wednesday evening about the information that we shared. So I'm hoping you can see our screen. Okay. On the evening, we had various people who were helping me out. One was Dr. Dudridge, and Dr. Dudridge is the deputy head teacher, and he welcomed everybody and basically wanted everybody to know what an inclusive school we are and how we see this as the start of our learning journey together, and how it's going to be excellent to be able to share in our learning experiences for the pupils to enjoy their time at my sixth school. And then we wanted to show you this lovely photo of our Year 11 prom. And on the Year 11 prom, it's our gift to the students because they've worked so hard over the 5 years they've been here. We went off to the Vale. Everybody got dressed up to enjoy an evening of celebration, and some people came in gowns, some people came in suits, some people came in shorts and t-shirt. It really was a celebration of how you wanted to celebrate, in the way you wanted to celebrate. And you can see there the gentleman in the suit is Mr. Davis, and Mr. Davis will be, if I just pop it back, Mr. Davis will be the Year 7 progress leader for this year. Then we showed you a picture of me. So I'm Mrs. Hill. I've been teaching at the school since 1997. I'm from Maesteg. I was born in Maesteg, went to Garth Primary School, and I was the only free school meal pupil in my sixth form. So I come from very humble beginnings, but I'm passionate about educating the children of Maesteg, whether it's academic or whether it's just to ensure they are really good citizens. And as I live in Maesteg and I see many pupils I have taught undertaking fantastic roles in the community, it always makes me really proud. And in the evening, we had parents who have got their parents who are pupils who've got their own children in this school now. So that's absolutely fantastic. So as I said, Mr. Tom Davis is the progress leader. He is a health and wellbeing teacher, and he is very much focused on building a team of Year 7 pupils. That he was quite vocal on saying that the Year 11s that have just left were the best the best year in the school, and he also wants our current years, our new Year 7, who are coming in, to be the next best year in the school. And we are helped by Mr. Chris Hill, who's going to be the Year 7 learning coach, and his role is going to be an advocate for our pupils, to help them if they haven't got the right equipment, if they're not quite in the wrong uniform, if they're just not where they need to be. So he is going to be a critical friend, a helpful friend, but somebody who's going to challenge you and challenge the pupils to be the best possible version that they can be of themselves. So if we have a look at our school rules, which I think is the next slide, hang on, I think we've got where we are. There we go. Okay, we've got one school rule. Our school is all about respect, because we feel without respect you can't learn, you can't interact effectively with your peers and also with teachers. We want our environment kept as tidy as possible. And, our school we came to the school in 2008, so it's getting on a bit, and we want to try and make sure it's as pristine as the day we came in. So obviously we want to respect the environment and also the school grounds and the school campus. And this is just showing that we are proud of our community. We want to respect our deadlines so that we're handing in work, and if there is a problem, we explain about it. We don't leave it for somebody to pick up, because we are a team in Year 7. We respect our uniform. Our uniform is all about showing how much we are members of our community. We know you've been in different primary schools and you've all got different uniforms at the moment, and you look lovely. And the primary schools have just a wonderful job in getting you to the end of year 6 with such success. We are now coming into big school, secondary school, so you're becoming our pupils. We want you to respect yourself. Be the best possible version of you every day. We want you to learn more today than you learned yesterday, and we want you to know more tomorrow than you knew today. Because at the heart of any school curriculum, and particularly ours, we want to learn. We don't want mobile phones interrupting lessons and causing problems between children. We've got there that they're left at home. We understand that mobile phones are really useful in knowing where your children are. However, if they use them in school, it's the use it or lose it policy, and they will be taken off them and put into the head of house office, because that's our rule, because we don't see mobile phones as part of learning. Equipment is absolutely vital. I'll talk about what equipment we'll have, but we need to bring equipment. We need to be ready for our learning. We need you to arrive on time. This is a life skill. Arrive before 8:30 in the morning, because our school day starts at 8:40, which is a little bit earlier than yours, currently, I would suspect. Okay, now our word is there again, respect. And now we just want you to strive to do your best. Our motto is motivated to strive. Just push yourself to be the best possible version of yourself you can be. Okay, so a school uniform. Okay, the blazer is the preferred option of the governors. The V-neck sweater and the cardigan will be optional. And then we have the white shirt, I'll come back to the tie, and black skirts, tailored trousers. Okay, so it's tailored trousers, not joggers. Okay, and black trainers. So the black trainers need to be all black, and they need, so what we thought was, to save money, you could wear the same trainers for PE as you do for around the school, but they need to be black. Sometimes you might get told that everybody's wearing white trainers. You'll have a phone call if you're wearing white trainers, because it's not part of our uniform. So the school ties will be available to buy at school. I did give out a letter. They're priced at £6.50. That's what we buy them for. That's what we sell them for. Don't send any money on the first day. We will reissue the letter. So you can either pay in cash or you make a cheque payable to My Stake School. So the reason we don't encourage you to buy the ties from the retailers in My Stake is because we are still making sure that we have got our groups, the best possible version of our groups that we could get them, based on the information that's come from primary schools and also from your year 6 teachers when they came up on transition day. So that allows us to make changes quite late on, just in case we have that little bit more information that's going to make a huge difference to whether a child settles or not. So you will find out the name of your tutor and the name of your house and the colour of your house on that first day back. So if we go on to PE, okay, you've got 2 girls there in PE top. So you get the training top. The training top is available from the retailers in My Stake, so Gwyn's in the front row. They're particularly good because they're quick drying. And even if they get stuck in the bottom of a bag, they don't smell, and they're easy to just sling in the wash. Then the pupils can wear shorts, leggings, tracksuit bottoms and trainers. Don't think you have to buy football boots or rugby boots. If your children are playing those type of sports outside of school, great, they can use them. But I would wait until you were told that they are needed in the lessons. But certainly, please do not go out and buy anything remotely like togs or any other kind of PE kits, apart from what I've said there. School equipment. Okay, we need to bring school equipment. Now, unfortunately, we need to carry that equipment. So you do need a good bag. Now, I haven't got any affiliation with the Mountain Warehouse, but I know the Mountain Warehouse do quite a large bag with a couple of pockets and a pocket for a Chromebook. Okay, which I'll talk about in a second. Plus, they are quite good in the wet. But make sure you've got a bag and it's big enough for A4 files, for gym kit, for dry lunch if you need it. And you need a pencil case full of pens, rulers, erasers, drawing pencils, colouring pencils would be a great, highlighters, and of course you've got your Chromebook. So you can see a picture of the Chromebook on the slide. So this is going to be your portable textbook. Now I teach Spanish, so I use Class Notebook, which is in Chromebook, in Teams, quite a lot, because you can record yourself and you can practice speaking, which is fantastic. And it means I get to give interesting homeworks as well. It comes with a charger. So if the charger and the Chromebook can be bought into school, that would be great. We can use our electric then to charge them, because obviously, electricity isn't as cheap as it once was. So please make sure you bring that into school every day. And you can see there that we have one of our Year 7 students put in his bag into the lockers. So the lockers are front facing, they face down the valley, and because there's about 167 of us this year, your lockers will be numbered. You have a lock and you have a key. Your form tutor will have a key just in case you lose your key, and I have a master key. Okay, but it might be a good idea over the summer holidays for you to get a key ring so you can keep that safe. So this is a photo of our school day. Okay, now we operate a 2-week timetable. Okay, so what that means is we will start off on week 1, and when we come back in September, and then we alternate between weeks 1, weeks 2, weeks 1, weeks 2, until we come to a half-term holiday. When we come to the half-term holiday, if we finish on a week 1, we start on a week 2, and if we finish on a week 2, we start on a week 1. Now, in Outlook Express, which we will, in Outlook, which we will help you navigate and use when you come in September, there is a calendar which is in the emails section. So on Outlook, you have got emails and you have got a calendar. And if you look at your calendar, you get a list of your timetable. So if you've lost your paper copy, which we will give you several copies of, you can use that Chromebook to check what lessons you have. But if you have a look at this one now, so we've got a 2-week timetable. So for example, Monday 1, so that's week 1, and it's Monday, and it's first lesson, you see humanities. And underneath that, you've got 3 letters. So the 3 letters correspond to the initials of the teacher that is teaching. This is VJS, Mr. Jones, and he operates out of HO1. Now, when we were doing the guided tours, we made sure that the children looked at the room numbers, because the room numbers indicate where these would be in the school. So H is for humanities. Okay. Next, if you go down, you've got lesson 3 on that week 1, you've got French. Then you've got AGE, which is Mrs. Good, and her room is LO3. And these poor children have got Spanish with somebody called THL, which is me, and I work out of MO7. Now, I'm an anomaly because I don't work out of a languages room, I work out of a maths room. Okay. But if you have a closer look at both those pages, you will see that they are slightly different. So you do need to look at week 1 and week 2. Okay, so the school day. So we want you here at 8:30 for a 20 to 9 start. We have registration, which is 30 minutes. And then we have 2 lessons of just under an hour, lessons 1 and lesson 2. Then we have break. Then we have lesson 3. And then we are going to have our lunch. We come back after our lunch and we have lesson 4 and lesson 5. Okay. But basically, okay, you were going to forget all of this, and that's quite fine. It doesn't matter, because if you don't know where you're going and you don't know where you should be, there will be lots of people on hand to help you navigate your way around the school. Okay, now the school day finishes at 10 to 3, but we would like to invite all our New Year 7s to come to our clubs after school. So we have lots of clubs. We have football club, we have art club, we have Dungeons and Dragons club, we have Young Reporter club. There are lots of clubs going on. We'll also have our rehearsal for Shrek, which is our new production, which will take place in February next year. So it'll be lovely to see you at these clubs. If you attend these clubs, there is a bus that comes down the valley and goes up the valley at 10 to 4. Okay, so if you are choosing, there is a free bus that you can use, but you must attend a club after school. And what we've done as well is we've colour-coded a map of the school. So basically, on the ground floor, it's PE, technology and expressive arts. On the middle floor, English, maths, the library, languages, and 2 computer rooms, otherwise known as digital competency rooms. And on the top floor, we have science, we have humanities, and 2 more DC rooms. Okay, so it's quite compact, and you will find your way around quite quickly, let me tell you. So lunchtime. We have around about half an hour for lunch, and we're quite proud of our canteen. Our chef is dedicated to make children eat vegetables, as many vegetables and in a variety of vegetables as she can get into cakes, jellies, dinners. So there's always a cooked dinner at lunchtime, and then we have alternatives. You can have jacket potato and fill-in. You can have a panini or a pizza. We have a salad bar, and we also have a grab and go. So if you wanted to do something at lunchtime and you didn't want to queue and you didn't want hot food, you could go and grab the sandwiches from grab and go and then go out onto the yard. Okay, making sure you put all your waste in the relevant bins. We also have Breakfast Club, which is completely free. Okay, and we serve snacks, at break time. So I've got a sample menu for you here. So you can see at break time, you've got the pepperoni cheese and cheese toasty. Lovely. These are homemade, so they look really nice and they smell delicious. Then we've got you can have a look at our lunchtime menu. So we've got lemon and spinach chicken bake. We've got pulled pork. A vegetarian option on this particular day was mushroom stroganoff, and it's all served with roast potatoes or salad. And then you've got jacket potato. And we've also got a dessert here. Okay, so it's apple pie and custard or fresh fruit. Always fresh fruit here. And the grab and go then are the baguettes. So there's plenty of variety. I will warn you, the children love the food and they will eat a lot. We did used to sell squashes and juices, and we were finding that the pupils were racking up hefty bills at the canteen and costing parents an awful lot of money because they were buying drink after drink after drink. What we do now is we serve water, and we've stopped serving the drinks so much. So how do you pay for this? Well, we operate, as I'm sure you were used to, it's a biometric system. And on the first day, we take a print of your thumb, and that creates an account. And you can pay into that account in various ways. You can use the reval machines in the atrium. There are 2 there, and they take out good old-fashioned cash and coins. You can also create an account on Parent Pay, and this is very useful because you can actually see what your child is eating, and you can see if they're eating snacks and not having a cooked meal, and you can direct them then as to what you would like them to eat. And you can top up with Parent Pay using the pay point signs, okay, and they tend to be at the local corner shops. Okay, I think the pay point sign the old pay point sign has been revamped. Okay. So tutor groups. So Mr. Davis and myself have worked very, very hard at putting the 167 of you into different tutor groups. And what we try and do is we always try and put you in a class where you know somebody. And we take on board and listen to what the primary school teachers have said. But the thing is that what we'd like you to do is we don't want this to be a mirror image of what you went through or the classes that you were in primary school. So you were here as you were on transition day, you met lots and lots of pupils from different primary schools. And this is what we want you to do. You have been in the primary schools for 6 years. And as we've said, they have done a wonderful job in getting you to the end of year 6. But now you're entering year 7, we want you to become Maesteg school pupils. And you're going to do this by mixing with lots of people, by going to after school clubs, by talking to people, by working with people. So we find this is absolutely vital. And we put an awful lot of store in tutor time. So we have a half an hour for tutor time. So the tutor is the most important person that you will see. The tutor will email parents at the beginning of term to introduce themselves, and the tutor is the main port of call. Okay, this is the person that you contact. We use emails a lot. We use emails to send out messages on InTouch. So I have sent out an admissions form. If you haven't received an admissions form, please call the school. Because then I can send out a new admission form that you can complete and return, because it's absolutely vital we have the correct information for you to have the correct information of us. We try to communicate as best as we can, and I think perhaps email is a really good way of doing it. We've got 1,250 children here, so if we've got a lot of parents calling and external agencies, sometimes switchboard is absolutely jammed and you can't get through. So to avoid feeling frustrated, if you contact your child's form tutor, and if they need to contact anybody else, then they will do so for you. Okay, so what will you be learning? Well, we embarked on the Curriculum for Wales, the new Curriculum for Wales journey last year, alongside your primary schools. So we have separated our curriculum into 6 areas. So we have got health and wellbeing, humanities, expressive arts, sci-tech, maths and numeracy. We've also got languages, literacy and communication, and health and wellbeing. And each of those areas has created several contexts for learning which last throughout the year 7. So for example, when you go into expressive arts, you do All About Me, and you do a context for learning called Alice in Wonderland. In humanities, you do a context for learning which is called Who Do You Think You Are? And in languages, literacy and communication, you do context for learning on storytelling and also looking at Patagonia. Okay, so languages, literacy and communication is the English, Spanish and Welsh section. You will also have homework. Okay, because for us to test whether or not you understand the learning that we think that's happened in the classroom, we are going to ask you to work independently. Homework will be put on Teams. It'll be set on assignments, and we will teach the children how to use assignments and Teams. And if they are telling you they don't know how to do it, let us know and we'll help you, so that you know always what homework is being set. Okay, if you want to stay from 10 to 3 to 10 to 4, you are more than welcome, because then you can access any resources that we might have in the library, and you can be using our PCs and our equipment in school if that's any help to you. So what's going to happen on your first day? Okay, so you are going to come to school. Your parents are probably going to drop you off because there's not so many buses coming anymore. And if we can ask you that you use the drop-off point, which is at the bottom of the school steps, the children walk up the steps and there will be lots and lots of teachers waiting to escort you to the year 7 yard. And then we will take you down to the gym or the sports hall where Sir, Mr. Davis and myself will be waiting. You will meet your tutors. Your tutors then will call your names, similarly as we did on transition day, and you will go off for a couple of hours with them and they will explain different things to you. After that, we will make sure then you get to your next lesson, and your lessons then will start in earnest. Okay. Okay, now you are going to be nervous, you're going to be excited, you're going to have wonderful summers, you're going to enjoy yourselves, you're going to have wonderful end of terms. But if you're not happy in school, you must tell a responsible adult. This could be a form teacher, this could be a subject teacher, this could be your parents at home, but what we would ask you to do is you tell us so that we can help. Sometimes when you tell another pupil, it cannot be as helpful or quickly resolved as if I or Mr. Davis, Mr. Hill, or your parents can sort out. Because sometimes a huge problem to you might be something that I can solve in seconds. So please help us. Okay, please help us to help you. Transport to school. So in 2020, BCBC changed the school transport system. So they insisted upon the 3-mile radius. So if you live within the 3-mile radius, you do not get free transport unless you already have a sibling in school. If you do live outside the 3-mile radius, then you will get transport to school. This isn't our decision. We have campaigned and told anybody basically who will listen that we think this is completely unfair. But BCBC have said that the route down from Caira and the route up from Llanganide are safe routes. So in the morning, if you are dropping your child off, if you can drop them off in the drop-off point, we wouldn't recommend Asda because sometimes the allure of Asda can make people late. If you can drop off the dropping off zone, the children walk up the school steps and then into the school grounds. Please do not use the area by the caretaker's cottage. This is an overflow car park, and it's only pupils who have made an arrangement to be dropped up there are allowed to drop up there. We do not consider it a safe route to school because teachers are arriving, and also the school buses that are being used are arriving as well. Please follow us on our social media accounts. Okay, we have a Twitter account, we have a Facebook account, we have an Instagram account, and we also have our own YouTube channel. Please also, if you have any queries, use transition@mystageschool.co.uk. I will normally answer at any hour of the school day. Okay, even if it's only to put a holding email in to say I'll find out something for you the following day. But please use it. Do not suffer in silence. Don't think any query would be too small, because if it's a query, it's an important query. Okay. There's just one thing to add. At the moment, we are finalising our arrangements for September. And I will contact you via transition@mystageschool.co.uk plus Facebook plus Insta plus Twitter to let you know of when the first day back is. Thank you for listening. I hope it's been informative, but don't forget, if you need anything answered and if you feel as I haven't addressed anything, please contact me via transition@mystageschool.co.uk. Thank you. Have a lovely summer. I'm so looking forward to seeing you in September.